Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something really important. How you, as parents, can really ignite your child's unique spark. We're talking about creativity, recognizing that passion, whether it's, painting, coding, or even just collecting rocks really meticulously.
Exactly. And the sources we looked at are fascinating. They suggest these aren't just like simple hobbies. They're actually glimpses into who your child is becoming. They lay down pathways for confidence, for growth. It's quite profound, really.
It really is. Okay, so let's unpack that. Let's find some practical ways you can be their biggest cheerleader in this creative journey. So where do we start? How do we even spot that initial spark? I think the sources point towards observation first, right?
Absolutely. Paying close attention. What do they naturally gravitate towards when they just have free playtime?
Yeah, like are they lost for hours drawing, building these really complex Lego things or acting out whole elaborate stories? These seem like clear windows.
They are. And besides just watching, talking to them is huge. Asking those open-ended questions.
Like what kind of questions?
Oh, things like what was the best part of your day? Or maybe if you could do anything all day tomorrow, what would it be?
Hmm.
It helps them actually put words to their passions.
That makes sense. And here's something interesting I picked up. Recognizing those less traditional interests, it's not always about the usual stuff like sports or music lessons.
Right. It could easily be coding or cooking
Hmm.
or, like you said, rock collecting.
And the potential there. I mean, the sources suggest today's hobby could genuinely be tomorrow's career. Embracing that diversity seems key. So, okay, once we've spotted a spark, traditional or not, how do we nurture it at home? Fan that flame.
Well, a big part is just creating a safe space, somewhere they can explore without feeling judged.
Yeah, like with specific art projects, the sources mention things like pointillism with leaves, spin art flowers, oil pastel crafts. Sounds like great ways to boost imagination, develop fine motor skills without any pressure for it to be perfect.
Exactly right. And having the right tools helps enormously. If they're into art, well, stock up on paints, brushes, paper,
And for the little scientists.
maybe science kits. Or you can go DIY, build book ramps, make your own lava lamps, play with water beads. It's fun and educational. And when they get really absorbed in that, that's that flow state we read about. Deep concentration, real satisfaction. It's powerful stuff.
And we shouldn't forget unstructured play either, should we? Simple things.
Oh, definitely not. Building forts, playing with sensory bins, even just cutting out paper snowflakes.
Right, they seem basic, but they're huge for creativity, problem solving, and building independence, like solving little real world puzzles.
But it doesn't all have to happen at home, does it?
Mm.
Supporting them extends outwards, too.
True. Advocating for their interests at school is important, maybe through extracurriculars, robotics, theater, that kind of thing, and just talking to their teachers about what really gets them excited.
And then there's the community. So many resources there. Think about programs like 4-H, focusing on youth development, or youth orchestras, local library programs, maybe the YMCA. These are great for skill building.
And for meeting other kids who share their interests, right? That must be a huge confidence booster.
A massive one. It validates their unique path.
Of course, it's not always smooth sailing. There can be challenges, societal pressure maybe, pushing kids towards more conventional things.
That's definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
But the research reassures us that supporting their unique path, whatever it is so important for their confidence, their well-being.
And what about money? That can be a hurdle.
It can. But what's really encouraging from the material is that supporting passions doesn't have to cost a fortune. Not at all. There are tons of free resources. Khan Academy, countless YouTube tutorials for almost anything you can imagine.
Good point. Music, science, coding, it's all out there.
Yeah, and you can find affordable supplies too. Secondhand stores are great for art materials or even old electronics to tinker with, repurposing stuff you already have.
So really the message is that there are just so many ways to encourage creativity, often using things right off our fingertips. And then there are those online platforms too, like Skillshare, Udemy, OutSchool, Tinker, offering more structured learning if that's needed.
Which brings us back to a really crucial point, I think. When we provide these different opportunities, watching them play, exploring community stuff, using online resources, we're doing more than just supporting a hobby.
What are we doing there?
We're actually investing in their emotional health, their ability to bounce back from things, their whole new identity, really.
Yeah, that's it. The goal is keeping that joy, that curiosity alive and kicking. We really hope this deep dive has given you some solid ideas and maybe a bit of inspiration. So the question is, what new creative adventure will you encourage your child to explore this week?